weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
Give him 3 there on the first play. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. One right.
They're going to look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right, 60.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll get this to about the 38. The Falcons at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Green jack. Yellow, blue.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A big play there for L.A. 73 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Herbert.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 11. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now back to throw. Looking there for pitch, but intercepted. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Ready?
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Strike 2. 52 blaster. Right, white. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Set hut. Yellow, 1.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
10 cycles. Ready.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Shot, 17. Watch out now, 52. Blaster, 6. Eagle blue.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Valentine now from the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Herbert now. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Dancing to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys back and get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Opposite. Read.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
52.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third down, here's Patterson.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Tyler Algier
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons use the short field to get in for 6.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On the double. Blue striker.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Cycle.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 25 on second down, Herbert steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not. And
this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Play action. It's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Falcons 35, Chargers 17. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Valentine now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. Into the hands of London. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Come on, set. Come on, 38. Set.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice.